All right, this is K5LYN. My name's Lynn, and I'm in Austin, and we've been getting together here for many years and talk about the early days of single sideband. We'll pick up the guys that we know here are early. We'll start taking some check-ins, and we hope we've got great conditions tonight. Buy-sell trades are appropriate if they're vintage radio related, and this is a great place to ask for some technical advice. The radio I'm on tonight began its future in World War II when it was part of a transmitter in a World War II military plane. It might have served over Germany or over Europe in some other way. A guy in 1956 QST figured out how to use the VFO and the finals and the chassis to build a basic early phasing type exciter, which he called cheap and easy SSB. This one was built in more recent years by KG7TR, who then came along and built a companion homebrew receiver to go with it. And so this is an all homebrew station with the exception of the Johnson Viking Courier that Richard made available for me to use with this station. Let me pick the people that I know are here, and we'll go from there. KWOZ, hey Dan, I got you first on the list. How about it? K5LYN.
Wow, boy, that's a shocker. Hello, Lynn, and everybody else that's checked in so far. This is Dan, KWOZ in Houston. Talking on the same, well, similar, make some variations every week here. Tucking out a Kenwood 830 and driving a Centex Centurion amplifier. It's got a pair of 4400s in it. This one does for now. And the microphone's a Kenwood MC50. The antenna is an inverted V shaped like an L up there about 40-some feet. And that's about it. Got a tuner in line, but I'm not using it. It's just in line idling, I guess. Nothing else much new here. I fixed an amplifier for someone the other day and put it on 20, 15 meters. I decided not to put it on 10 because you know where it'll end up. So that's it from here. Nothing else exciting. KWOZ. Back to you, Lynn.
Very nice signal, Dan, on what's kind of a noisy band here for me tonight. I don't know where this is coming from, but we'll get through it. All right, how about San Antonio, KC5L? Tom, talk to us.
Hey, good evening, Lynn, and everyone on the Boat Anchors Net. This is Tom, KC5L in San Antonio. And tonight we're talking on the usual here, talking on the Central Electronics 200B. And that's driving the 600L amplifier, Johnson KW Matchbox, and a homebrew doublet of about 15 feet. We're talking on a D104 microphone. And we're listening on the R390A. And that's about it for me this evening. So back to you in KC5L.
Okay, very fine, Tom. I talked to K5EF on 20 meters here this past Sunday, and he had a great trip for his presentation up there at Winterfest outside of St. Louis there. They all had a great get-together, and I'm looking forward to hearing more about that. Wish we could have made it this time, but couldn't do it. Had to deal with stuff around here. Your Central Electronic Stations is, as usual, great. All right, W5DPP. Sammy, you still over there somewhere? Anything you want to talk to us about?
No, just good evening, everybody out here. Just listening to the noise and the boat anchors. Lynn, that's about all we got going on. W5DPP.
Yeah, noisy here at my place. I don't know where this is coming from. We'll have to look at the weather radar a little bit and see what's going on. Okay, my friend DYA. Cliff, talk to us. K5LYN. WB5DYA, you haven't gone far, have you, Cliff? Well, we'll try Cliff later. All right, Phil over in Mississippi, N5PF, talk to us.
Good evening, everybody. This is Phil, November 5, Papa Foxtrot, Vicksburg, Mississippi. I got storms across the river. I'm 11 miles from that river. As soon as I shut my mouth, I'm on blue. Go outside and unhook the antenna. I got light arresters on 2 lines coming in, and I don't know how. I've never tested them. Haven't been tested. I don't trust them, so I'll unplug it, the light arresters, and let it go to ground if it will. Anyway, let's get out of here. This is N5PF. I'm running KWM2 with a high go line microphone, a 3001, and my cage topo at 50 feet. And everybody's kind of weak, so I got a lot of static. N5PF.
Yeah, I guess we got this static all over because I sure got it here tonight, Phil. Look forward to seeing you on 20 meters most likely here coming Sunday. You're sounding great tonight. Okay, Mr. HTR, talk to us, Fred, K5LYN.
K5LYN in the net, W5HTR. And I'm talking on my usual TR4 with a little help from FL2100B. Antenna's an inverted V. With the apex at about 30 some odd feet, and the mic is a Shure 444 Delta. That's pretty much the rig here. Same old rig, nothing much changes. But enjoy checking into the net. Everybody sounds good, and the chatter, it looks like we'll be seeing a bunch of you guys down at Belton, and I'm really looking forward to that. So, with that, let me kick it over, I guess, back to the net, K5LYN, and Lynn, maybe we'll actually get to meet face-to-face, W5HTR.
Fred, we're overdue. You and I have talked to each other on and off for 20 years or so, maybe longer than that. So I'll probably be around the barbecue grill somewhere. Make a point to find me, okay?
I will do my best.
All right. We'll get something going. All right, Mr. SED. Steve, how about it?
Well, good evening, Lynn, and all the boat anchors. K0 SED and Tyler. As usual, I'm on trusty old Kenwood 520 and a Collins 30L1. Dipole up 40-odd feet, and that's about it. Just most of the days off to Belton, but little interlude to the Bahamas first. Yeah. Back to you, Lynn. K0 SED.
When are you going to the Bahamas?
The end of the month.
Okay. You going to take a radio this time?
Not this time.
Not this time. We have talked to you from there. Amazing. Amazing, absolutely. All right, well, be careful on the trip. Have a great time. A lot of fun there. All right, N5JJI. Hey, Ed, bring us up to date.
Okay. Well, hello, Lynn, and everybody on the net. This is N5JJI in New Brunswick. Talking Hot Water 101 with an unnamed microphone. Over to an SB201 amplifier. Denton Super Tuner, open wire line out to an inverted V of about 45 feet. So that's it from this location. N5JJI back to net.
Okay, making it through all this noise tonight. Good to hear you, Ed. Okay, my last guy I've got on the list here is Justin, so after I talk to Justin, Jay, I'll throw it to you and we can see if we can do something there. All right, KI5OS, how about it, Justin? Well, let me go back and pick up AB5DYA. Cliff, are you there?
Good evening. Good evening. Here is Whiskey Bravo 5, Delta Yankee Alpha, Cedar Park. Everybody's got a good signal. A little bit of noise, but beautiful signals tonight. You see, we're running back on the Kenwood and the Maritron AL80B. And I've got my dipole back up horizontal again. I had to trim, cut, and burn tree limbs for 2 days, but we got all that done. And I'm on the looks for somebody who knows a whole lot about R388s and might be interested in doing some trading or some. Anyway, I'm looking for an R388 guru. Somebody I could really get interested in a good deal. So this is WB5DYA.
All right, Cliff, you're sounding great. That particular 388's out of my line of business, so I better stay out of that deal. And if you think to tell me when you're actually going to make that Wednesday lunch, I'll join you over there, okay?
Probably next week.
All right, let me know that you're actually going. All right, let's try Justin there, KI5OS. Justin, you still there?
I am still here on the Drake B-line here. Just wanted to get in here and see how things are going. It sounds like everybody's doing well. Everybody's got a good signal here tonight. All the antennas kind of weathered the storm here. Hopefully soon we'll have a Gonza going. We'll see kind of how that goes there. But good to hear you guys in here. This is AI501.
Okay, sounding good, Justin. Keep us posted on that amplifier project. All right, Jay, you ready to take this thing? KM5QS. How about it? K5LYN.
Well, I guess I can do that to see what we can get away with over here. You made a pretty good run there, so imagine there's a few left out there. Good evening, folks. This is Jay, Kilo Mike 5, Quebec Sierra in Alice, Texas. I'm coming to y'all tonight on a Kenwood TS820S using a R820 Kenwood for the receiver, and got them hooked up in transceive or whatever, like a set of twins anyway. Works great. Putting TL922 amplifier using an Electro Voice 664A with a homebrew tuner and ladder line and antenna, all homebrewed. Which I just spent the last 2 days, not counting today, 2 days before that, rebuilding all my antennas and everything. So hopefully it's decent. All right. All that being said, who's next for the net? Come now.
November 5, Tango Zulu Victor, first time checking in.
Alpha 5, Romeo.
Whiskey Alpha 5, India Golf.
All right, that's about 3, and I copied Brian up there and Louise first, so, and then D-Roy. Let me get Brian there. Go ahead, Brian. This is Jay, KM5QS. Your turn.
Good evening, Jay and the net. Thanks for letting me check in. This is the first time I checked into this net. I got an old, talking on a TS820 with just a Kenwood hand mic on a double bazooka at about 15 feet down here in Louise, Texas. And that's about all I got. I just enjoy listening. Thanks for checking me in there, Jay. N5T Zevik.
Okay, Brian. Oh, by the way, I figured out why QRZ said that we were 300 miles apart. QRZ's got your address wrong. They've got you in Evadale over there north of Beaumont, but that ain't right.
That was a long time ago. I've updated all that. If you look in the STC database, everything's accurate. Man, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, evidently they didn't get the word. That's all right. We know where you are. Now, if that bird will shut up. Well, anyway, thanks for checking in, Brian. We'll look for you next week and in between there. All right. I think that was D-Roy out there, AA5R.
Yeah, hi, Jay and the group. This is AA5R. I love listening on the Collins 75S3C, but using Kenwood TS890 for transmit. And the amplifier is an SPE Expert 1.5 kilo. And the antenna is in a doublet, 80-meter doublet. And doesn't sound too bad tonight in spite of all the QR Nancy. And just good to hear everybody on tonight. AFR.
All right, sounding good. And all that noise, Lynn, I know you were wondering, that's coming from the cold front. It's off in the Gulf. It's making a lot of electricity out there, so that's where you're getting your crackling from. Okay, thank you for D-Roy checking in. Let's see, IGG, I think that's Adolf, isn't it?
Yeah, this is Whiskey Alpha 5, India Golf, and good evening to everybody, and good to hear everybody despite the QRN. This evening we're operating on the Helicrafter pair, the HT44 SX117, using an Amp Supply Company amplifier, the LA1000A, into an 80-meter dipole, and we're using a D104 mic. So anyway, good to hear everybody, especially the old friends Lynn and Cliff, which we do go back quite a ways. So how copy there, Jay?
Oh, you're coming in fine, no problem. I haven't had trouble hearing anybody so far, except when the bird's raising Cain. Hopefully Mama's putting him to sleep right now. Anyway, thank you, sir, for checking in. All right, folks, who's next for the net? Come now.
Whiskey Delta Zero Alpha Alpha Hotel.
Well, hello, Mark. Go ahead.
Well, I'm glad to make it through all the noise down there. This is Zero AH, and we're located in the big city of Surprise, Nebraska. It's a town of 40 people located 80 miles straight west of Omaha, Plains, Nebraska. Tonight I'm running a Hot Water 12, the old original cream colored knob early edition. My dad built this brick back in 1965, and I can remember him building it, and he used to take it home with the 1956 Chevy car that we had, so I still got the original mobile power supply with it. I'm using an Electro Voice 638 microphone, and giving a little kick with the Heatkit SB1000 amplifier, and we're going to an LVG tuner up to a high gain, high tower vertical, so that's the story here, and you guys are getting good up here in Nebraska. Thanks for listening in. Everybody have a good evening from WD0AE.
All right. Yeah, it's a little bit of problem with the static or the lightning crashes, but you were coming through pretty good. That Hot Water 12 and that SB1000 are doing a good job down here, Mark. But they seem to do that every week. So thanks for checking in. All right. Who's next for the net? Come now, please.
Whiskey 6, Mike Whiskey Sierra.
Mike Whiskey Sierra, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Jay. This is Marshall up in Arlington, Texas, and you've got a good signal. I'm hearing everybody quite well, but I do hear that QRN. I've got a Heathkit. I was trying to think of the name of it. I've got a Kenwood TS920, TS830, that's what it is, and Heathkit tuner, and going into a Henry 2KD Classic, and out to a 75 meter horizontal antenna. Anyway, I've got some local issues here I need to go see about. But anyway, you guys are doing a good job, and I'll be looking forward to hearing you next Wednesday. Go ahead, Jay. This is Whiskey 6, Mike Whiskey Sugar.
Okay, Marshall. Good deal. Well, I'm pushing that old 922 at about 1,300 watts, so it hasn't said nothing bad to me yet, so as long as she hangs in there. But you're sounding good down here yourself. No problems on this end. All right. Who's next for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
November 0, Golf Victor Kilo.
Is that you, Kurt?
Sure is, Jay.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Jay and the Net. This is N0 GDK Kurt up here in south central Nebraska. And tonight, Jay, I'm running my Galaxy 5 Mark II. Galaxy 5 Mark II. I have the World Radio Labs SD44 microphone. Got all the matching accessories, speaker, VFO, and I'm running the matching amplifier, the Galaxy 2000B, putting out about 500-600 watts. Into the outfitter bed antenna up about 30 feet. So thanks for letting me jump in, Jay. Everybody have a good evening, and sounding good between the static crashes. N0 GDK.
All right, good deal. Well, I'm doing Rusty's work tonight and catching Omaha and Nebraska this evening. So man must be better than I thought. Anyway. All right, thank you, Kurt, for checking in. I just remembered something. Let's see, I think that was that Ed that was looking for some help on an R388? Bob, KA5CXG,
has some knowledge on those. He might be able to help you. I don't know. So you might get a hold of him and see what he can do, because he's got one that we did some swapping on quite a while back. It was a good one too. Still is probably. Anyway, all right. That being said, is anyone else for the net?
DYA.
DYA, go ahead.
I was the guy looking for some help on an R388. Give me that call sign again.
Oh, okay, Cliff. I'm sorry, I got it wrong. But yeah, Bob Crouch out in San Angelo, KA5 Charlie X-ray Gulf.
Okay, I'll see if I can get a hold of him.
Okie dokie. He might be listening. Bob, are you out there? Well, he's good on the call book and stuff. Usually phone calls are better, but at any rate, you can probably get a hold of him. He's on this frequency quite often, so. But he's the only one I can think of at the moment, although I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that know a lot more about him than I do.
Okay, appreciate it. I need to find an enthusiast. That's what I really need. WB5 DYA.
Okay, good deal. All righty. Okay, folks, this is the Boat Anchors Unlimited this Wednesday. And is there anyone out there before I turn it to Rusty? All right, Rusty, WK5R, are you there? Maybe not. How about that? All right, look, one more time. Anyone else wants to check into the boat anchors tonight?
Kilo 5 Lima Alpha.
Oh, go ahead,
I'm
Doug.
here, Jay.
Look, did I double with somebody? I hear Doug out there, and then I'll pick up whoever's left.
I'm here, WK5R.
Oh, okay, Rusty. I'll give it to you in just a second. Go ahead, Doug.
Hi. Good evening, Jay and Rusty and everybody else on the net. This is Doug here. We're located just outside of San Antonio. Tonight I'm on my KWM-2 running the Shure 444 microphone to an inverter V up about 65 feet, barefoot out of the radio. And I guess that's about it for here. Everybody sounds good tonight, and thanks for doing the net. This is KK5LA.
Okay, Doug. KWM2 sounding fine. It's working like it's supposed to. Sometimes you just get lucky. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Rusty, WK5R. I think I'll let you have a shot at it. KM5QS, your turn.
KM5QS, WK5R. It helps if I have the microphone turned on. Anyway, this is WK5R, and you're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. I'm on my usual stuff tonight, the TS590S, the Dynamic Studio microphone, the audio, the GS35B amplifier, and homebrew fan dipole. So anyway, who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Kilo Golf 5, India, Echo, Echo.
KG5, India, Echo, Echo. Go ahead.
Hey, good evening, Rusty. This is Randall over in Marshall. Good to hear everybody. Tonight I'm on TS830, and that's going through an SB201, putting out probably about 400 watts peak tonight into an InFed half-wave. Microphone's an MC50. So that's about it from up what's going on up here in Marshall. We'll turn it back over to you. This is KG5IEE.
All right, Randall, your 830 or whatever, the Kingwood sounds great there, as usual. Plenty loud. Static pressures might be a little louder on you than me because they're right over the border from you there. Anyway, appreciate you checking in. Okay, who's next for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Well, Jay, storm may have chased them away. Anybody else out there, anywhere, for the Boat Anchors Unlimited, come now.
Contact.
That's you, Dan. Go ahead.
Yeah, just real quick, I want to ask Randall about his end-fed antenna there. He's got a whopping signal here, and I've never heard an end-fed antenna of any kind sound that good. I just wonder what configurations he's got it in.
All right, yeah, this is Randall, KG5IEE. This is just it is a really old cheap MFJ 1982 end-fed, just run out through the woods, just straight out from the house, and only up about 25 feet at its peak, so that's about it. Back to you.
What do you have for a counterpoise or ground or whatever?
Yeah, no counterpoise, no ground on it. I guess the coax has got about a 60-foot run of coax on it that is probably doing that counterpoise.
Wow. Impressive. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Rusty, back to you, KG5IE.
Okay. All right. One more time. Anybody else out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited, come now. Well, I hear nobody, Jay. I don't know if Lynn's here. I forgot about starting at 7 o'clock, so maybe the storm ran them all off. Who knows?
It's a W5 Delta trying to check in.
Are you there, Lynn?
Go ahead. There's somebody trying to check in. Well, I need a zero beat. Pick up that other guy, Rusty.
Okay, was there somebody else out there? Come again?
The W call just tried to check in. Do it again.
I heard nobody, Jay. Go ahead and get him.
I can't hear.
I didn't either. Did you get zero beated on us there, Lynn?
Well, I don't know. I've been chasing this thing down the street. What do you think? Where am I?
You're here. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I think the noise is maybe running some people off. You know, we're not hearing all these people way out there in the deep south and way up north. We've heard a few of them, but not like it usually is. All right, this is K5LYN on the cheap and easy SSB from QST 1956. Anybody else want to talk to us tonight? I'm listening. Well, they don't know what they're missing. Anyway, I guess that's it. We've only done 30 minutes tonight. We've been doing nearly an hour, so that's kind of short change here tonight. But it may be the conditions. Or maybe like a lot of the rest of us in Austin that still don't have electricity. We do after 2 days of not having any. But I know some people that still, after a week now, are without electricity. Anybody want to talk to me before I pass it around the table one more time? This is K5LYN. Jay, why don't you take it and pass it to Rusty, and we may be calling it a night this evening.
Well, okay. We've had 20 so far, counting you and me and Rusty. But it could be that front's still making a lot of noise out there offshore, just barely. So that may have something to do with it. And it could be the results of that ice storm. Ain't helping us much either. But all that being said, is there anyone else out there that would like to check into the Boat Anchors Unlimited this evening? Come now, please. Can either of y'all hear the Delta Tango station out there?
No, I do not hear him.
Oh, Delta Tango, pump it up and go ahead and check in and give us what you can, and maybe some of us will hear you.
Nothing here, Jay.
Nothing here.
No, I'm not hearing it either. I guess conditions just aren't right. I don't even know if he's hearing me.
Somebody out there's talking, but I can't tell what he's saying.
Yeah, it was A something 5 DT. But I can't. I don't know where he is. He said he's hearing us, but he's just not making it very well. I thought I just about heard you that last time.
America 5 Dallas. Is that Eugene KD5DT? QTH Orange, Texas, USO.
You double with him a little bit. Are you around Dallas?
Negative. Orange, Texas. Interstate 10 next to Louisiana. Interstate 10 next to Louisiana.
Oh, Interstate 10 over by Louisiana. Okay. Well, I don't know what it is, but it's we usually hear y'all pretty good from over there, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's just the band. But at any rate, try us again next week. We'll be here at 7 o'clock again.
Roger. Yeah, I was going to check into the traffic net, but I can't hear them. Can't hear the control over there, but I had a good copy on you, so I just thought I'd get in your log. So appreciate you being there. Have a blessed night. 73 AF5DT, back to net.
Okay, AI5DT, I believe is what it was. All righty, we got you that time. Well, thanks for checking in. We'll be here next Wednesday at 7 o'clock again, so good deal. Thank you, sir. Okay, anyone else for the net? Well, all you fine gentlemen out there that I borrowed that phrase from Denver, didn't hear him this evening. But anyway, we thank y'all for checking in, participating this evening, keeping these old things running. It's kind of fun to fool with them. Amazed we can keep them going, or I can anyway. So, don't mind. So, thank y'all very much. Rusty, I'll turn it to you, and you can do your thing. KM5QS.
Okay, Jay. This is WK5R with the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. Now, I'm looking at the radar, and where all this stuff is at, that would explain why Perry's not here, but Mississippi's covered up. The middle, the eastern half of Louisiana is covered up. Arkansas is covered up pretty well. And it's up into Missouri there, probably in the area where Perry's at. Probably why we ain't hearing him. So anyway, is there anybody else out there that wants to check in to the Boat Anchors Unlimited net before we close her down? Come now. Well, I don't hear a soul. Maybe we'll do better next week. Thank all y'all for checking in, and we'll see you next week. This is WK5R, now closing the Boat Anchors Unlimited net and returning the frequency to normal amateur abuse.